Hello and welcome to hashtag Rebirth stream number. I don't know the stream number, but no, it's day 19. We have 11 days left. And currently, tms-gaming website is basically done. There are some minor things worth a change. And we're currently working on this thing here, the TMS toolbox, which is the new dynamic tool thingy where you get the TMS coins and you can use them by activating SFX, etc., betting, I don't know, maybe text on screen, who knows what I will do there. But I can tell you there's a lot of stuff coming and I will update that and update that. So having TMS coins will be nice. First thing we want to do, last time we did the first thing, which is a login and getting the balance. And we did the text for redeem and a button that does nothing yet. What I definitely want to do is, for people that already read that, I want to do here a link that says hide the information. So, or maybe we just in general hide everything, the information text in every card, and then we will like show information text. That's what I want to do, because else this is quite small. I mean, you can scroll down and stuff, but if you think about all the functionality that we want to build in there, will be quite a lot. So better less space for each card than too much. The way we're gonna do this is probably have like in here another div that we give a data function, which is hiding or something, or just function information text, and that will be in there. End of diff. And in there we will do a span that says, are there other spans in there? No, it's only piece. Okay, I can work with that. So the span will say show information about, or it just shows nothing. So information text and maybe data feature is redeeming. Just small or something. And this is like the class hide show text. Okay, we have a font, we have a margin padding, we have a tools. Let's open that, and in there we will have a hide show text. Dot hide show text, which will be, how does it look for now? Okay, it's a gray background, so probably we'll do, and maybe exactly this. Let me open my color picker, JC picker, just color picker. I want that color. Copy that value. And we be like, this is the color we want, and we want it in font style italic. And there may be something like dashed underline, CSS dashed underline, text decoration style. Ah. No, this is again this song that is completely broken. Wait, and this is not copy. The moment you search for no copyright and you get a mix copyright-free chill stab and it's not copyright-free in there. Let's use this one. No copyright sounds, it's more electro sound and dance music. But that should work as well. Text decoration style dashed. Or dotted. Let's use dotted. And I guess we need a text decoration underline. So it works. Okay. Style scripts. Watch. Oh god. Why is it not showing? Oh, there's no text in there. But we can just test that in the browser. So we'll just do elements below that. Hide show text. Editors HTML. Test. Looks a little weird. Maybe we don't need... I'm clicking everywhere today again. Maybe we don't need the underline? No, we need the underline. Dashed. Yeah, dashed looks less broken. I don't know why dotted starts with one big dot and then gets like smaller. That's super stupid. Okay, let's use dashed then. And I wanted to order that correctly. So test. Oh yeah, what I wanted to add as well is cursor pointer. Yes. It shows the finger thing if you hover over it, which is super nice. So, and now we want the script for that. Which scripts do we have in there so far? User balance. Let me check that out. Script JS tools user balance. So maybe we want one. Let's use an underscore here so we know. Show text. So we know it's JS driven. Maybe let's leave it like that. Main data function already shows. It show text. I mean, it's basically a normal thing. Let's leave it. But what we want in here as well is a script. Source is script.js tools information text.js. And that script Let's save this here as information text jazz. And in here we don't need the user token. We don't need that either. We actually don't need that either. But what we'll need is the init will be like initialize or just init information texts and manage click events. So a function init information texts. This will be the basic setup. So if the thing starts, it will run that. And what we will do is we get every information text. So what we want to do is $diff with the attribute data function is information text. Whoops, I'm retarded. We need those. Information text as data function. Okay. And for each of those, I need to look up again how it was exactly. jQuery each index value. Just want to do it with objects. Oh yeah. Oh, not jQuery each. Ah, I was on the wrong thing. Yeah, just function. Okay. So each will do function that is defined in here. Correct like this. But each function. Okay. So what we want to do in the init is first we want to hide all p's. So $this the possible way to do this, and I'm stupid, we don't need it each. We can just do $diff this bitch. And then after that p.hide. So we'll hide all the p's. And then what we want to do is jQuery extend this. No, not extend, but selector including this. Listen selector. Ah, I can search for a thing in this. Thing I search in this. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to get the hide show text. Dot hide show text in this. And this should be a text with the content show information about. And then we add something, which is I wanna add. What am I fucking doing? I wanna add the data feature of this. So for redeeming. This should basically work with $this dot data feature. So show information about, and then we get from this object the feature, data feature attribute value, and we show this. And basically we could just, or in the, yeah. I think it's fine. Okay, let's upload that and see if it does what we want it to do. Show information about redeeming. Super nice. But what we definitely want to do is check this button here. Basically here we want margin bottom and margin top to be the same. Why is this in redeem if we have it already in button? Not happening. Cause I'm stupid. This is not a form button. This is a normal button. Oh shit. That's why. So let's define button as well. So basically this is login. Bullshit. Yes, S. This is login. And this is actual toolbox. And here we want to have a margin bottom of 15 pixels. Margin top of 15 pixels. And border radius of 5 pixels, and basically exactly what's in there. We want to have that for every button that we use in there, so we don't need a definition for redeem. Nice. That looks already better. Yeah, and now what we need to put in there. Does it work with redeeming, by the way? I didn't look that. About redeeming, yes. And what we now need to do is get a function for manage click events. And in here we'll say every information text. Dot click function that will run the function, and in here we be like $P in this. So every paragraph that is in the information text diff will be shown. And the hide show text will not be show information but hide information. But this is a toggle button. I'm smart, so this will work exactly one time, but I cannot hide it again. Which is... So what we want to do is... we want to have variables. A variable shown is an array. Bullshit, this is JavaScript. And in here we be like shown at $this data feature is false. So the data feature that we get, so like redeeming, will be saved in an, will be used as a key in an array where we save, okay, it's not shown. And in here we basically say if shown $this data feature in that position in the array. If that is shown, we will hide it, which is $p in this dot hide, and basically this. And we will then say shown is false. And if it's not shown, we will show it, show the hide information tag, and we will say this is true. This is complicated, but it looks complicated, but it should not be. So in the shown array, we will say for every feature name, if it's shown in the beginning, it's false. If we click on it and it says shown is false, we will show it and rewrite the code to hide information about blah 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 and say shown. And the next time we click on it, it will be shown, and we will hide everything and write everything. Understood? Hopefully. I mean, it's not that difficult, but it looks a little bit complicated for some reason. Perfect. You see that? I write JavaScript and it just works. This is so weird. This is just not normal. And if we would be super cool, we could pack the P. Oh, no. Ah, because if I click, because the whole thing is the div. I mean, that's cool too. I mean, we could pack the whole text in another div and animate that out and in. But who cares? I mean, this is already a functionality that is super worth. Okay, so this works, the information text script. That's good. So So the next thing would be to do something on clicking that button. User balance. Ah, this is not working. I hate this so much. Why is this not working? It works with everything except with every file except with the fucking except for the fucking JS files. Okay, so function init. Okay. Okay. Good. So let's make another script. Source is dot scripts JS tools redeeming.js. So we're just gonna save this as redeeming.js. Thing we have to keep in mind is user balance JS has the content of this is working. Two init methods are working. Can I access the user token of from yeah, where it is? Fuck me. I can't speak. Okay, so function init. First thing we need is set refresh for button and set button handler. So function set refresh for button. What we want to do in here is every minute we want to call an API that tells us how many coins the user can redeem right now. So we're gonna have a new API script, which means we're just gonna open another one and add that. Get user balance. Yeah, we open that and save that as redeem.php. So we want to have the tools user, yes, JSON, we need a user token. Exactly. Yeah, we just need to change this here a little bit. What I want this to take is the user token and a should redeem. Let's set this to null. And we want a should redeem. And the should redeem will be the should redeem. Should redeem will be either a 0 or a 1. Let's do this to -1 so we know that we don't get it. If this is not that and should redeem is not -1, then we got all the data. If should redeem is 0, we'll just return the information how many coins he could redeem. And if should redeem is 1, we will actually give him back how many coins he really redeemed. So he will redeem. So 0, just basically a preview with the information. 1 is the actual thing that it should do. Yes. So what we need obviously is in here a code. Public static function get amount get size redeem pool with the database and the user token. What we want to do here is to do result of select from, and we want to know. Oh, we don't have that as a number. We just have as a date. How big the thing is. Okay, let's open our database. Let's have a look. So here's the last redeem. For me it's 11:53, and that was the time when I logged in. Okay, so what we want to do is get basically the last redeem. Can we do that right on the database as well? MySQL, what the fuck is happening? MySQL command get minutes from datetime. Nah, that's not what I mean. Get time difference in minutes.
Everything changes.
Why would you round that? Don't do that.
Life.
Constant different. D.content. And now. Okay. So timestamp diff. And the bigger one should be left, I guess. We don't do this in a where, but we do that as the thing. As the thing we want. If we look at schedule, we have the date format, blah blah, as format to date. And the same we're gonna do in here basically. Gonna use this and be like now and last redeem as amount from users where the user token like that, and no ordering needed. So once again, if there is no result, we will just return null, and else we return the int val of result at 0 at amount. Is there something that we call amount in there? No, good. Because if we had amount and amount, it would probably crash. So, get size redeem pool. So that's what we actually want to call in there. So in here we will say if should redeem is 0. Then we will do mount is user dot what did we call the function? Get size redeem pool. Exactly. Get size redeem pool with the DB and the user token. And if that amount is null, we will just say there's a parameter. Or no, there's not a parameter error. Oh yeah, there is actually. Because we don't get the user token. And else we just do exactly that. Set a success and amount is $amount. So we're gonna do that. And else go for redeeming and done. So that should already work with should redeem is 0. Which means we're gonna test that. So set refresh for button. We need to always call a function again, which is in JS set interval. Set interval. Exactly. Set interval. And in here we will call refresh button. And that every 60 seconds. So function refresh button does nothing else than. So do we have JS files? We don't have any JS files open anymore. We need the Ajax call. So in here we will call redeem PHP with the user token and the should redeem of 0 when getting the redeem pool size. And if we get a custom error when getting the redeem pool size. And in here we update the redeem amount. So span data target redeem amount before we're gonna update. So span data target redeem amount. And in there we set the object.amount. That should actually be it. Music is far too loud once again. Sorry. That should actually work. Maybe do a console.log refreshing button. So we know that it's actually running. Yeah, we need to do the set function set button handler. Just need to create that so it doesn't crash. And we need the API as well. So oh yeah, set interval doesn't run it instantly. So what we want to do is refresh the button and be like refresh button. So run it now and then every 60 seconds. refreshing button. Redeem minus 50 TMS points. 50 looks good, but minus 50 is not what we want. So in here, no, in the user, probably we need to swap those. Ask redeem now. That's good. 51 TMS points. Is this correct though? We barely know. The thing we will know is that in exactly 1 minute, it should show 52 TMS points. So let's wait. Some seconds left. Don't worry. Let's open this here as well. Hopefully it will return 52. Yes! Bitch! Super nice. So. Good. And then we will actually do static function do redeem, or just redeem. DB user token. So what we're gonna do here is first we need the size of how much we will add, which we can simply get by saying amount is user get size redeem pool with the DB and the user token. Then we definitely need to say if result is result. If dollar amount is null, then we return null because then we can't do anything. But if it works, we can say update coins is $db update, and we're gonna update the users, the table, and we're gonna set there is set to just add something. MySQL set add. Holy shit, no, that is far too dangerous. But we could just say current is user get balance by token db user token dollar new, oh wait, if current is null, then we have to return null again. New value is current plus amount, and then we set coins equals dot new value where the user token like bitch. So that should work. We say set the coins to the new value where the user token is this, and if update coins is true, or if, let's say, if not update coins, then return null, because then it didn't work. And if it does, we have to update as well the last redeem thing, which we could do in there as well, to be honest. Coins and last redeem, yeah. Set coins to the new value, and we do last redeem is now. Yeah, and then we just return all update coins. So you either get true or false. And now we do the code in here, which is if we want to redeem, we say success equals user redeem database and the user token. And if not success, then we will say unknown error, because there's a lot of possibilities. A lot of things need to be done here. I don't know what happened. And else, we will say success. And basically done. We don't need to give back anything, I guess. Okay. Yeah. So, I'd say what up. So what we want to do in here now is if someone clicks the redeem button, which is $redeem dot click anonymous function. Whoa, what am I doing? If we click on there, and if fuck, doing good. Let's do something here. Var, let's create a new var redeem pool, which is 0 in the beginning, and here we set it redeem pool is object.amount. We're gonna do that for one specific thing, because if redeem pool is 0, we'll just ignore that. Because if someone already redeemed and he would click and click and click, he might limit out the API. And like this we can say, nope, fuck you, dude. Yes, and if it's not 0, we will do an AJAX call of redeem, and we say should redeem is 1. And if the status is success, error when redeeming, custom error when redeeming. And if it works, we will say the redeem pool is 0, and we're gonna add that in there. We'll say the tax is 0. And what we need to do is update balance. The redeem pool is 0. If we click the button and the redeem pool is not 0, then we access the redeem with the should redeem of 1. And if this is successful, we say the redeem pool is now 0. We set the redeem amount to 0 in the button and we update the balance. That should work. There are already 61 TMS coins that I could redeem. Let's do it. It didn't do shit. Oh, it did do. Oh! Nice. But the question is now, since this took a little bit, what if I click it multiple times? We don't need that anymore, by the way. So let's wait until we can redeem 1 coin. And then we slap the button in the face. And look if we can get more than 1. But usually we should not be able to. Because then it would mean the database is not fast enough. Could be. But usually not. Oh. Just drops an error. Okay. That's good. Redeeming stuff works. Yeah, and this updates accordingly. Super nice. Super duper nice. Damn. I'm getting really a JS pro. Get fucked, boys. I mean, I'm doing just API calls basically, but it works. Oh god. Okay, redeeming works. So every minute I can get... Oh, invalid user token. That's not good. That was weird. I mean, what we should really do is instead of all those alerts, we will later have like a function that does the following, that if there is an error, it will slide down information. Something is not working as it should. Please refresh the website. Because that would fix everything. Because if like the session variables wouldn't run out or whatever, by the way, talking about session variables, invalid user token. Custom error when redeeming the pool size. That size redeem pool. So the amount should be null. That size redeem pool. Is it maybe because the int val Because if we let it run through, then it works. This is because in fucking PHP, this is not clearly specified. Now it's clearly specified. The thing is, if we get from the database the information, okay, it's not right a minute now, then we would get this number 0 back. And the number 0 is in fucking dynamic data type shit, the same as null basically. Boys, I'm getting 8s here. I love those things. Now we got 2. Yeah, obviously, because it's not refreshing. Getting a little bit mixed up. Because the redeeming happens when the user clicks. And like when the website starts at second 54, it will all be in second 54 that it checks if it's redeemable. And if on 54 it's still 0, then the PHP script needs another second to tell us when this changes. So either we have to do in the user redeem that we refresh our JS thing, or we would need to say that in the redeem we don't set now, but we set the minute, the hour, the day, everything of now except the seconds. The seconds should stay the same. Is there a way to do something like that? Like MySQL set seconds of date time. Is this working? Set seconds of date time. Set now, but without seconds. But I can't set it. I can only select it with the things. How could we fix that? Yeah, we could cancel that interval and start a new one. Yeah, that's, I think, the best possibility. JS cancel interval. Subset interval. Interval. So we just have to save it. Interval is null. Here will be like interval is set interval. And refresh button. We do that. Set button handler. And when we do this, we will as well do clear interval. What was it called now? Yeah, clear interval. We'll do clear interval of interval and be like interval is the new interval. That way it should work. So we'd automatically do it with the right seconds. So if we update everything, we clear the interval, that refreshes the button and start it new, which means it's again in sync with the database changes. That should work. If I click now, it should definitely come up when I am again in the stream at 35 left. And should not throw any arrows. I mean, it won't do any count anymore. That would be good if we would see the refresh button. How often does it? Because if it runs 20 times in the background, I would not notice. So. It won't work in the beginning, obviously. So I have to wait. We actually get the first TMS coin later. Okay. So the last redeem and this in here should not be in sync now. So let's wait. And was actually the last redeem, which second? There we are. In 24. Yeah, now we're getting to 24, so 36. Then now is the update of the database, so now we should get 2 coins. Which we will get, but this is not in sync. We get 2 coins, and at 28, this should update again. Because before it would update at, I don't know, I did not really watch when I started the webpage. Damn. I mean, it shows always less than you would get, and people would not care if they would be like, redeem 1 TMS coin and they get 2. Oh my god! I'm a hacker! The 28 left, this should update again. We have 2 refreshes, so at 28 we should have 3 refreshes, 1 TMS coin, then everything is fine. Please. And it's time for it. Refresh. 1 TMS coin. Flip. Perfect, it's in sync. Nice. The only thing is in the beginning it's not doing anything wrong, because if you log in, right, because if we log in, and get token in the user, we set the last redeem to now. So on every time they re-log in, it will be in sync. Someone closes the window and opens it later, then it will the session is still active, then it will break down. But else, not. Quite confused that the session is not breaking down. I thought like, okay, it will go down every 10 minutes. It's not, it just stays. Good. Redeeming works. Nice, nice, nice. Where's my Trello? Don't I have a Trello open? Well. Logins and redeem. Redeem works. Over here. You bish. Okay. That looks super good so far. Yeah, redeem for watch time done. SFX is the other title. So we will start with that. But first, I'm gonna do a small break. Login for users to have TMS coins, that works. Commercial code input for users that already had TMS coins, we don't have that yet. Application should have options. Yeah, we don't have the application yet. Okay, so a lot of database stuff that we have to work on. But okay, this is work in progress. Our last card, except the domain links are different. Okay, gonna go for a small break and then we see us with the continuing of the toolbox. See you guys. Woo! And I'm back. And I forgot a thing. We're not done with redeeming. Because this here is actually the biggest missing feature that you see right now that I just did. I can redeem although I'm not live. Which is not the plan. But what we need to do is to get the information if we're live, which should be in scripts PHP cache data. So get value refresh class, refresh function. Function. Exactly. And here is how we used it. No, it's in the panel printer. Panel printer. In the schedule. No, in the schedule card actually. So in the schedule, which is open. Okay. No. Where did we run that? Live? Live. Oh, it has to be in the panel printer. No bullshit, that's live. Where do we check if we're live? Live result, there we are. I hate my keyboard. The way I have to restart this thing here. Okay, and cache data. Check if valid, refresh function. The value is not -1. Okay, so 0 if not, definitely not live. 1 if live. -1 if we don't get a response. But that can never be in the database. Okay, so in the redeem PHP, we need to have this. If live result is 0, then we will say $JSON status is not live. Is not live. And $JSON error is, or just, let's do it like this. tms is not live. So, and else we do the should redeem, is redeem, blah 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 blah. So what we have to care for now is on the refresh button, if the object status is not live, you will have an else if and the else. Stream not live. I mean, basically we don't need in the redeeming. We don't need that. Forgot the semicolon anyhow. Stream not live. And here will be like redeem pool is 0. Hmm. Only if this is success. We need the error because we want to print that out. What was that now? Redeem PHP. Hello? There. Oops. We want to definitely have JSON. Error. tms-gaming is not live. So if someone clicks the redeem button, although we're not live anymore, it will say, okay. It will give out an alert according to the button handler. This will definitely not give back success. It will say custom error when redeeming, status not live, error tms-gaming is not live. But more important, here on the refresh button, we will say if the stream is not live. Yeah, redeem pool is 0. We don't need that actually. But what we want to do is redeem .html. Oh, so many files. Oh, that's the wrong one. That is the usual text. So we're gonna do this here definitely. Hashtag redeem.html. And that will be done there as well. And what we want to do is hashtag redeem.prop disabled is false. And here we will be like HTML will just show the object.error, which is tms-gaming is not live. And we will disable the button. So prop disabled true. If it's not live, HTML prop disabled, the button will say, okay, we're not live. And if there's a success, we write it back to redeem, blah, blah, blah. Not disabled anymore, it will show the right thing. That should work. If we refresh that now. Error when getting full size cache data not found. Ah, because we don't have cache data implemented. We should do that. Include scripts php cached data. When get failed to open stream, no such. Oh, obviously. What? Failed to open stream cache data on line 3. Oh. Because we're embedding cache data somewhere else. To remove that. Would it still work? Plus schedule not found in cache data. Fuck! So we need that, but the problem is that this is not correct. Fuck! So the redeem PHP gets the right script. What if we do this in here before that? Like we include the scripts that we need. We'll leave it out there. I don't like working with so many files that are affecting everything. tms-gaming is not live. That works perfect. But probably our website is not working anymore. Or it is. Where did we run? There. So this is definitely running. Because else there would be an error message. I think it works. tms-gaming is not live. With success, it will be live and we will be able to redeem. I mean, we could just insert that as well here. Different. Oh no, not even different. Exactly the same. We don't need the enabling again in here because that will be done from the refresh. Is the transferring taking now forever? Web server dying. Oh, come on. Service low AF. Why is my balance now 0? Oh, no. Took a lot of time to refresh. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, I hope it works. I mean, I can't really test it that much now. Except, I might do a spontaneous stream soon. Then I can test it. If it would work. Or if it works as I intended to work. Okay. Good. New thing here. We call it toolbox underscore SFX. Okay. So okay. Okay, what do we need? We will need a name, category, cost, which is gonna be an integer. The name is the primary index in combination with the category. Because if we have like guy that is shouting Tetris and we want to call it Tetris, there should still be the possibility to have Tetris as a song as well. Okay. Category, cost. Maybe something like play it? Which I will use in the program. First we need an active, because then we can actually disable certain things for hooked streams like ALA or whatever. So active with a boolean and say let's do play it. And we can only set play it to 1 if no other one has 1. And once the song is completed, we will set play it 0 of everything. Good. Let's do it remote play it. So we know that this is affected by the program. Cool. Good. This once again UTF-8 general. Category UTF-8 general. We can do something more, but we will do it afterwards so I can rearrange it. I don't think. Yeah, you can drag and drop. Okay, good, save. And we're gonna add one of the cost, which is amount played. So what we can do as well is change those, because amount played will have the start value of 0, active will have the start value of 1, and remote play it will have default value of 0. Okay, so the database looks like this. Toolbox SFX. Every SFX has a name and a category as text. Then a cost, how many TMS coins it costs to play it. Then we save how often we played it, so we can show it by like priority or favorites or whatever. Then active, to set it 0, 1 if it's active or not. And remote play it can be null, which is bullshit. If it's 1, the program basically that runs in the background on my PC will check if remote played is somewhere 1. If it's 1, it will play that sound effect, and only 1 can be 1. So if someone clicks a button, it will check, is there something played right now? Is there somewhere 1? If there's no 1, we can set that to 1. The guy will pay for it, and then we set it to 1. It will be played in the program, and if it's done, the program will say, okay, I'm done, set everything to 0 again. So this is basically the indicator of which sound we have to play. I mean, we could go further and be like, remote played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like having queue. But I think that's stupid anyhow. Okay. Yeah, so what that will look like is basically what the SFX. Let's play that. Alarm! So let's insert like 2 of them. Alarm. Category speech. And the cost is 3 because it's 3 seconds long. Active, not remote play, blah blah blah. And I will already start to rename my SFX, because how I have to do it, because I have to somehow generate out of name, category, blah blah blah, the file name. I mean, I could save the file name as well, but why would I if I can just put it in here? Let me just S. Yeah, so that works with semicolons. So we get the category and the name of the thing, and we will say category semicolon the name dot mp3. This is what we will play. Yeah, so that is definitely what is it called? Ear fuck? No. Anyways, ear rape. The name LEA intro ear rape. Pause. I could just say this is fucking 6. Let's do it 12. Okay. And in my folders I will say ear rape. Semicolon yeah, like this. I will insert all the files that I have. Gonna be super funny, but I will not do it on stream. I will do it off stream. So I guess I will come back tomorrow, like in the afternoon or something, to continue program. I will try to change a lot that is working. Yeah. Okay. Yup. That's it for today. I hope you liked what you saw today. We completed the redeem functionality. I hope it works when someone is live. We will check that definitely. Because anyhow, soon League of Legends, we call it now auto chess. It's team fight tactics or something. Like auto chess battle thing comes out, and I will probably play it, and then we maybe can test out if the redeeming works. Maybe until then we can already do a basic version of the SFX stuff, which would be super nice because then we could already try it. But okay, good. Yeah, looking super good. So we're already starting database structure for available sounds. Search box, button showing sound effect and costs in TMS points. Yup. Maybe something like legend or data information. SFX category information. Every category has an own color or something. Good. Okay, that's it for today. Things work so far. Super nice. And yeah, hope you liked it. We see us probably tomorrow. Maybe we could leak something a little bit. My God, what's there? Weird. Okay. Yeah, I'm done. Still trying to find the things I need to find. Okay, now I'm done. Bye bye.